My father, we have prepared vast amounts of food. Surely it is more than we need.
You're right, my son. Let's invite our brothers from across the big water, they who call themselves the Pilgrims, to join us in a feast of thanksgiving. Come, my brothers, you're welcome.
Whose elk horn do I have to blow to get something to eat around here?
Okay, so now let's talk about my personal Thanksgiving. In my family, we tend to pick a person. Normally, it is either my mother or my grandmother. And one of these people in the family will host the dinner, in which the rest of us will come. The rest of us consisting of my parents, my grandmother, my sister, myself, and my husband. That's usually about it. Every so often we have another guest, but normally it's just us. What we eat sometimes depends on where we go. We will eat different foods if we're at my grandmother's house than at my mother's house. A general Thanksgiving for us is that we will dress up somewhat nice. I won't wear my pajamas. And we will go over pretty early. I guess somewhere between 11 o'clock in the morning and maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon at the latest. If we get there early enough, then we pretty much socialize. If we're awake early enough, sometimes we like to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Thanksgiving is a special night.
There are other parades that are on TV for Thanksgiving, but the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is the most famous. That is the big parade that travels down 34th Street in New York City. In fact, if you've ever heard of or seen the movie Miracle on 34th Street, that is basically what is happening in the beginning of the movie, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It always ends with Santa Claus at the end. Which is supposed to, I guess, symbolize heralding out the autumn and bringing in the winter, saying goodbye to Thanksgiving and saying hello to Christmas, or just not caring about what you had because now you gotta buy stuff for Christmas. Anyway, so we do sometimes watch the parade on TV. It's mostly just listening to people give commentary on it and a crap load of commercials, so you don't even get to watch the whole parade. And I don't know, it was a whole lot more fun when I was a kid. It's not much fun anymore. It's kind of boring. I'd rather watch something else. If I want to watch TV at all, I actually don't really like to watch a lot of TV on Thanksgiving. Normally because somebody always puts on sports or something, and I end up bored. I like the socializing. I like us to be together and talk. You know, even if we're together, we don't always seem like we're together. We're there in the same place, but we're not really there, if that makes any sense. So I kind of like when there is no TV and we just talk and socialize with each other. So if we get to whoever is hosting the dinner, if we get there early enough, we socialize and we tend to eat hors d'oeuvres. The hors d'oeuvres tend to vary Also, depending on where we are. Like, if we're at my grandmother's house, we will have pickle spears, and my mother will bring deviled eggs, or my grandmother will make them. Sometimes there are cookies. At my mother's house, there are always cookies. There are cookies and cakes and candies and treats, because my mother bakes. She enjoys doing that. And at my mother's house, we will also have carrot sticks, all these raw vegetables, carrot sticks, broccoli, cauliflower, cherry tomatoes, and a big dish of ranch dressing in the middle to dip it in. We'll also have cheese cubes, again, deviled eggs, sometimes different kinds of crackers. By the way, this is my kitty. Her name is Britt. She's decided to be social today. Where was I? So the actual dinner consists of the turkey. I guess she's done with me. And aside from the turkey, we have all kinds of side dishes. We have mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, sweet potato casserole, green beans, lima beans, corn. We have stuffing. Sometimes we have some kind of vegetable mix, broccoli and cheese. It really depends. We always have dinner rolls and butter.
Yummy! Down on this! Down on this! Down on this!
We end up with so much stuff that we know we're going to have food for the next couple days. Despite all this food, we also have dessert. In my family, we normally have a pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top, and we usually have a cup of coffee. And that pretty much, if we weren't full already, that will fill us up. This year, I am actually looking forward to, I think my mom is making an apple pie this year, or some sort of berry pie. I don't remember. She was talking about making some sort of fruit-filled pie this year, which is different, but it's okay. I've actually been in the mood for something different. I've been wanting apple pie and peach pie and blueberry pie and whatever. I've been in that kind of mood, so I'm totally cool with that.
Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Now slip, 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 slide. Slip, 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 and slide. Slip, 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 and slide. Stop. Hold up, tag team.
I hope you found it interesting to learn a little about Thanksgiving Day and how Americans celebrate this day and why we celebrate this day. So tell me about some holidays that you have in Russia that we do not have in America. Are there any holidays that are exclusive to Russia that you celebrate? And how do you celebrate those holidays? I would like to know. I would like to know the dates. I would like to know a brief history of what those days are, what they're for, and how you celebrate those days and what those days are. So go ahead and leave that either in the comments if you want to leave that on the Facebook page, or if Miss Kate has some other ideas of what she'd like for you to do in respects to that, then go for it. And just a reminder, make sure if you are able to like the Facebook page, to subscribe to the Hello Pajamas YouTube site if possible. And I guess, happy Thanksgiving.
It's time to chow down.